Have you ever noticed that after you turn 60, some pains appear out of nowhere? Climbing stairs seems more difficult. Getting up from a chair requires more care, and suddenly, something that was always simple starts to require more effort. But what few people tell you is that, behind these signs, something silent and dangerous may be happening to your bones. From the age of 60 onwards, the body goes through natural changes. It is as if, little by little, it begins to lose what it took decades to build. One of the biggest villains in this process is calcium loss, a loss that doesn't give clear signs at first, but that weakens your structure from within. Day after day, you don't see it. You don't feel it until you feel it. Osteoporosis, for example, is called a silent disease because by the time symptoms appear, the damage has already been done. And do you know what's even scarier? Many people believe that this is normal for age, when in fact, it is a warning from the body asking for help. After 60, your bones begin to lose density more quickly. This means they become thinner, more fragile, and more vulnerable to fractures. And the worst part is that this loss is not only caused by age. Habits such as a sedentary lifestyle, a diet poor in nutrients, excessive medication, and even a lack of sun exposure make all of this worse. But you don't have to accept this as fate. Today you will understand, once and for all, what really happens to your bones after 60 and what can be done to avoid pain, falls, and even future surgeries. Because taking care of your bones is much more than just avoiding fractures. It is to guarantee independence. It's about continuing to do what you love. It is to preserve your quality of life. If this topic is important to you or someone you love, leave your like, subscribe to the channel and active the bell. Here, you will learn how to age with health, strength, and awareness, because living longer is not enough. We want to live better. If you're over 60, chances are you've heard this before. Do you have weak bones? Take more calcium. And this is where the danger lies. For decades, this has been the standard advice. Doctors, commercials, food labels, they all repeat the same idea, that taking calcium is the key to strong bones. But what no one tells you is that taking too much calcium in the wrong way can do more harm than good. Have you ever wondered, where does all the calcium you eat go? It's actually going into the bones, or it's accumulating in places that could be dangerous. Like in theories, the body needs calcium, yes, but it cannot use this calcium alone. Without the right nutrients alongside it, like vitamin D, K2, and magnesium, this calcium can stray from the path. And when that happens, it can end up deposited in the blood vessels, increasing the risk of heart problems, kidney stones, and even soft tissue calcifications. In other words, you take calcium thinking it's helping, but you could be fueling an even bigger problem. And you know what's scariest? Many supplements sold out to not bring this information. They put in very high doses of calcium without any of the cofactors the body needs to absorb it properly. Result? Calcium doesn't go to the bones. It circulates without destination and can become a true silent enemy. So in the next topic, I'll show you what simple habits are stealing your calcium every day, and what you can do to reverse this process naturally. You may be doing everything right, taking calcium, trying to eat better, taking care of your health. But even so, your bones continue to weaken, and the question that won't go away is, why? The truth is that there are seemingly harmless habits that are part of your daily routine, and that are stealing calcium from your body in silence. And the worst part, you've probably never heard of it. Did you know, for example, that the excess coffee can interfere with calcium absorption? Or what to consume soft drinks often, even the zero sugar ones, can demineralize your bones because of the phosphoric acid present in them? And it doesn't stop there. That habit offset for a long time without movement also accelerates bone loss. Your bones need stimulation, movement, light impact, walking to maintain density. A sedentary lifestyle is silently making your bones more fragile. And the excessive consumption offshore, few people know, but it increases the excretion of calcium through urine. In other words, the more salt you consume, the more calcium you lose, even if you are taking supplements. Even lack of sleep and constant stress alter the hormones that control bone formation, causing your body to absorb less and eliminate more calcium. Now tell me, how many of these habits are part of your routine? That's why it is not enough to take calcium. You need to stop him go away every day without you even realizing it. The fight for bone health starts with the details, and it's these details that many people are failing at. In the next topic, I will show y'all to reverse this situation naturally. With the right nutrients and simple attitudes, you can start still today. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm taking calcium every day, but my tests are still bad," or even worse, even taking calcium, "I ended up with osteoporosis"? This happens because calcium alone don't work miracles. And what almost no one tells you is that without the help of other allies, This calcium simply doesn't get where it needs to go in your bones. Let's start with vitamin D. It is like the key that opens the door for calcium to enter your bones. Without enough vitamin D in your body, the calcium you take, whether in capsules or through food, is not absorbed properly. He walks right past and leaves. Now think, how many hours a day do you expose yourself to the sun as the years go by? Our bodies also produces less vitamin D naturally. That is, even living in a sunny country, you may have a disability and not even know it. Then comes the magnesium, the forgotten mineral. It helps activate vitamin D in the body and also keeps calcium in the right place, in the bones and not in the arteries. If magnesium is lacking, calcium can accumulate where it shouldn't, increasing the risk of cardiovascular problems and kidney stones. And last but not least, physical activity. You know that idea that after 60, the ideal is to take it easy, for that is where the error lies. Your bones need movement to strengthen themselves, walking, climbing stairs, doing lightweight training. All of this stimulates the body to retain calcium and produce more bone mass. Standing still weakens not only your muscles, but also your internal structure. A sedentary lifestyle is a bone thief. And the scariest thing is knowing that many people are losing calcium and getting sick, even though they think they are taking care of themselves, perhaps until now. You believed that bone loss after 60 was inevitable. That as the years passed, your bones would become weaker, your pain would increase, and your freedom of movement would, little by little, be taken away from you. But now you know, this doesn't have to be your destiny. Recent studies show that it is possible to reverse bone loss naturally, safely and effectively, and the secret is far from just taking calcium. It's in look at the body as a complete system where every nutrient, every habit, and every movement matters. You can start now. Include foods rich in magnesium and vitamin K2. In your routine, expose yourself to the sun consciously every day, go for walks, climb stairs. Stimulate your bones with light impact. And mainly, take care of yourself with the same love you take care of others, because health is not the absence of disease. It's freedom to walk, to travel, to live without fear of falling. It's about having autonomy. It's about looking in the mirror and feeling strong. It's about growing old with dignity, with courage, and with your feet firmly on the ground. Bone loss can be reversed. And the first step is knowledge. The second is action. If this video touched you, leave your like right now. This helps get this message out to more people. Subscribe to the channel and active the bell, because here you discover everything that no one tells you about health and longevity, because living longer is good, but live well with strong bones and a peaceful heart, it's even better.